Good morning out there in
Guten Morgen.
Derbyland. Welcome to day 2 of TGSS. We are here on track 4. I am Psycho Dyko.
And I am JR. Good morning to everyone, wherever you may be tuning in right around this great big brown land we call Oz. Day 1. Wow. Where do we start?
It was intense.
It was massive. Some blowout games, I guess, in terms of the scoreline. Also, some really close games. But before we get this one going on track 4, I think we should go through some team lists.
Shall do. I'll run through the South Island Sirens, also known as the Krakens. We have 101 Psycho Sapphire, 11 Misfire Bug, 167 Pinky Bits, 2010 Bad Manager, number 3 Bashful Bell, 30 Miss Disgrace, 39 Ostentatious, 84 Glasgow Kiss, number 9 Rambo Bright, and 99 Lemmy Adam. They have Dirty 5 and Sin on the bench.
And on the varsity Derby League side of things, we have 1066, that's White Russian. Number 18 Spanky. Number 182 Ed You Hater. Number 23 Red Hot Chili Pepper. Number 251 Sax Bomb. Number 375 Ginger Ali. Number 38 D's Nuts. Number 420 Hot Blocks. Number 9 Irish Upon a Star with Copter and Doc taking care of all things on the bench. And we're about 10 minutes away from 10 seconds, sorry, Dyko, from getting this one underway.
We are indeed, and I had the pleasure of calling the South Island Sirens last night on the second last game of the day, and they did have a win over Bunbury.
Yeah, they did.
It was 232 to 198, and it was a great game. Psycho Sapphire, number 101. One of the ones to watch. She did unfortunately foul out of the game last night.
Yep.
But, geez, she was a weapon when she was out there.
Yeah. So the whistle blown and the hammer's down. So we've got this one well and truly underway. Slow moving pack now, just making its way into turn number 1.
And that is D's Nuts wearing the star out there for the Rogue Scholars. And has the lead as Lemmy Adam is trying to work around the outside. Oh, Edge Hater with a nice big hit on the outside. D's Nuts being forced to yield to the inside.
Again, that's the pack. Kind of made its way through turn 1, then sort of recycled itself back onto the main straightaway. Now the pack slowly moving through, but this one is called off.
We did have some big whistles in the middle of all that action as well, and we've got 2 of the Krakens sitting in the penalty box. Good start there for the Rogue Scholars. What they're looking for, assert dominance early.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of the, especially the first half, a lot of the get the quick points and get out of there. And that looks like Miss Disgrace wearing the star out there for the Krakens.
Yeah, I can't quite see for the South Island Sirens, but the blocker advantage going the way of varsity. 4-2 blocker advantage, in fact, as we get this one underway.
And that is Irish Upon a Star, who has got the lead for the Rogue Scholars. Miss Disgrace getting a whole lot of love from Educator. Oh, inside line, just sneaks through with Irish Upon a Star.
Yeah, Irish was well aware of where her opposing jammer was and called that one off. Picking up some points along the way, 5 in fact. Pushing out the Rogue Scholars now to 10 with the Krakens still yet to open their account.
Anybody at home that's up nice and early with us here this morning, if you want to have a chat to us, jump on the chat at the bottom of the YouTube channel, and we might respond. We'll say g'day.
We'll probably say g'day.
Yeah.
More than likely say g'day. We're pretty friendly.
Just nothing too dodgy, please. It
Please.
is family friendly. And that is Red Hot Chili Pepper rolling out with the star on there for the Rogue Scholars. Red Hot Chili Pepper, quite an awesome jammer. I have seen her in action quite a number of times.
Yep.
And we have had a star pass, Glasgow Kiss, trying to get the star on, but Jilly all over that.
Yeah, called that one off pretty quick, smart.
But a big hello to everybody out there in Derbyland.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us this morning. It is a beautiful day here in Adelaide.
Ah, look at that. Technology. Yay. Technology for the win. The blocker advantage again going the way of varsity. And both jammers pushing really hard, trying to find that gap through.
Oh, Miss Disgrace almost had that outside line, but was taken out by the jammer from Rogue Scholars, who was trying to get around the Krakens. But it is the Krakens with their first lead for the game.
Yep.
Miss Disgrace with the lead out there. And that is D's Nuts holding onto the star.
Yeah, she got the star stash going on. Just trying to confuse the opposing blockers, but now has the star well and truly adorned on her helmet, making her way around now and hopefully picking up some points.
It looks like Glasgow Kiss is having to do a laces check down there. Bit unfortunate in the middle of the game. And we've got the big 4 in the sky there for Miss Disgrace, but a 4 as well for D's Nuts.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's first point on the board then for South Island Sirens, coming the way of Miss Disgrace.
And Miss Disgrace getting the call from the bench to call it off, and poor Glasgow Kiss is going, "I want to help, guys, but my laces."
We've got people watching, yes.
Oh, hello, people at home.
Good morning to you, Steph, and good morning to you also, Darcy. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We trust that you are enjoying this bout.
Good. Wish you could be here to support, but proud of your baby sis. That's a bit cute.
That's very cute.
And yes, shout out to the South Island Sirens. Release the Kraken.
Exactly. So it's Irish upon a star then for Varsity Derby League. Popping out front, getting lead, Jammer.
Lemmy Adam being held up at the front there by Spanky.
Yeah, doing a very good job as this pack now slowly takes its way out of turn 2 on the back straightaway.
Eduhater making an entrance back onto the track that the Krakens felt for sure. Slamming into the pack. Lemmy Adam being held up. And I believe that's Spanky and Eduhater putting on a dynamic duo at the front.
Yeah.
Great work there from Irish upon a star for the big 5-point pass. It is Glasgow Kiss coming out of the pack, though, with the star.
So the star pass then complete for Glasgow Kiss. She now has that adorned on her helmet. She is now the identified Jammer. As the pack now makes its way down the back straightaway. Got a little bit of pace about it. Both teams liking to go a little bit of defence. As we make our way around into turn 4 and then onto the main straight.
Irish upon the star is getting the call from the bench. Just hold it out. They're trying to get Eduhater back out of the bin, and their Eduhater's back on the track. So I believe there will be the call to... Oh, no, just keep rolling around.
Just keep rolling when she's got a Grand Slam 5-point haul in her pocket.
Irish up on a star with a big smile going, sure, I'll keep skating.
Whatever you want me to do.
Oh, takes the big hit. Still good. Oh, that might have knocked the wind out of the sails of Irish up on a star.
Yep. Still pretty much in cruise mode. Got the hands on the hips.
Lemmy Adam got a penalty called against her and then got an insubordination, so she will have to sit a full 2 minutes.
Ouch. It might just pay to just let the folks know at home we are running on a somewhat delay here, so we do apologise for that. We'll endeavour to correct that for you guys, but yeah. The current score at the moment is the Krakens on 7. With the Rogue Scholars on 48, with just on 23 minutes remaining.
We do have a team timeout called by the Krakens. They're just going to take a moment to recoup and just calm everything down.
Yep.
We are 7 minutes in here. Krakens on 7 points and Rogue Scholars on 47 points.
Yeah, early stages of this game. It's one of those games where you look at the scoreboard and go, okay, whatever. But what you're actually seeing in front of you is quite entertaining. I think both teams have brought it.
Good solid derby here this morning.
All things considered, it's a Sunday morning where we should probably all still be in bed, asleep, where it's nice and warm. But when you're in Adelaide and you're at the Adelaide Showgrounds on a 2-yearly sort of rotation, you're probably finding yourself at TGSS where sleep is something of a rarity.
Sleep comes on Tuesday.
Exactly. And the hangover with it. Anyway.
Psycho Sapphire putting on a star for the first time here in this game for the South Island Sirens. And that looks like red hot chili pepper bouncing around on the line there for the Rogue Scholars.
I'm glad you can see from that far, and I've got my glasses on, and I can't quite see, so...
It's the Superman vision is
It
what it
is.
is.
You've done so well. And out front picking up lead jammer. It is red hot chili pepper.
And Psycho Sapphire being called for a cut truck off the line, so that will be a power jam for Jilly.
Took full advantage of that for a couple of seconds. Did a nice little apex jump here off of turn number 1. Picked up Grand Slam 5 points. And called it off and thought, yep, I'm done. That'll do. Somewhat tactical, keeping her opposing jammer in the penalty box. So another power jam start then going the way of Varsity Derby League.
And with the 4-3 pack advantage as well there for Varsity. Oh. We have an official timeout called. All right, Mother Superior just having a chat to Copter there. Everything seems to be A-OK, so we're going to get underway. And it is D's Nuts. As in you can't touch these nuts.
Yes. Pushing, and getting on through. D's Nuts picking up lead jammer for Varsity. Meanwhile, a slow-moving pack just making its way now off of turn 2. Now with a bit of speed down the back straight away.
Trying to get some distance, I think, as Psycho Sapphire gets ready to come back on track. Not calling it off in time, though, that we will have 2 jammers starting off the next jam.
Yep.
Hope you're enjoying the action here. TGSS Day 2, Track 4, Game 1. We're having a blast.
Yeah.
And, yeah, jump on the chat and have a chat to us. We'll say g'day.
There's a few people tuning in. Travers, Magnificent Mara.
Oh, Red Hot Jelly Pepper just making an absolute meal of that pack, just jumping through the middle for the lead. Nice and early as Miss Disgrace. Working from one side of the track to the other. Jilly through for a big 5-point scoring pass.
Yep. It's good when you've got that communication between yourself as a jammer and your blockers to know exactly where you want them. And they just do the thing that you need them to do, opens up the gap. And, of course, Red Hot saw that. The communication was brilliant and the opening was there and she took it, thus getting lead jammer.
And calling that off as soon as she saw that star going on to Glasgow's head. They've been very quick to jump on those star passes. Rogue Scholars very, very aware of where that star is at all times.
Yeah, and that's one of the good things about, I guess, if you want to say your top-level teams or your top-level jammers, if I can put it like that. They know exactly what's going on at any given time. You might not think so, but they're watching and they know.
And this is Psycho Sapphire going up against Rambo. Going up against Irish upon a star.
Irish, yep.
And Irish just shoving the Krakens out of the way.
Yep. The one thing that helped her there was obviously a no-pack call, which means those blockers had to yield. And Irish then took that advantage and went, thank you, see you later, I'm out of here.
And we've just had a blocker from each side, one apiece sent to the penalty box and a big 5-point scoring pass for Irish upon a star. Psycho Sapphire thought there was an opening on that inside line. Instead, getting some love there from Spanky.
Yep. Unfortunately, though, for the Krakens, that's number 39 making her way to the bench. That's Ostentatious.
And their jammer, Psycho Sapphire, sent for a forearm penalty. So we have a power jam for Irish upon a star, who has now been called for a cut track as well.
You know what this means?
That means we're waiting for the jammers to come sprinting out. 1 in, 1 out.
That's it.
Means the blockers get a moment to just sort of all look at each other awkwardly and go, do we hit?
And let's play for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they love.
Of course they do.
More
Jammers probably don't love it that much, but or the blockers rather. But we love it because it gives us more to talk about. Oh, big hit.
Hater. She'd be hating on Psycho Sapphire, that's for sure.
Yeah. And vice versa, Psycho Sapphire would have felt that one, and she'll feel that one later on this afternoon. Absolutely, no doubt.
Irish upon a star, though, absorbing that hit there by Ostentatious. And Ostentatious in trouble there,
again,
wrong end of the whistle. I think she was called for a directional play.
Meanwhile, out front, it's another Grand Slam 5-point hole going the way of Irish upon a star. Just going for a leisurely Sunday morning stroll, really. She's making it look that effortless.
These jammers all practice so hard. It's just a thing of beauty to watch. Oh, we've got both benchies out there wanting to have a chat to Mother Superior.
Copter on the one side and looks like Sin on the other.
Just a casual chat by the looks of it.
Of course, teammates on the Wizards there, acquainting themselves. Oh, and Copter's now called for an official timeout. Of course he did.
I'm going to go out and have a look what's going on.
So hopefully we'll get some insight as to why we have an official timeout. Great to have you on board, wherever you may be tuning in right across the country, or in fact anywhere around the world. It was great to have some people tuning in, some friends of mine in fact, tuning in from all the way from Cape Town, South Africa late yesterday afternoon. It was great to have them on board as well. A little bit of love there for the White Russian. Let's go, White Russian. Thanks for sending that message through, Darcy. Really appreciate that. So just the score check then, with just on 17 or just under 18 minutes remaining rather in this first half between South Island Siren Krakens and the Varsity Derby League. Rogue Scholars has them on 87. And a comfortable 80-point lead at the moment between themselves and the South Island Sirens. So we've just got the referees now just having a bit of a chat to see what or if can be done, and sort of with regards to the official review being brought forward, or brought to their attention at least, by Copter. And as we mentioned right off the top, plenty of derby to get through today, ladies and gentlemen. This is day 2, of course, of TGSS for 2018, coming to you live here from the Adelaide Showgrounds. And after this game here on track 4, we have ADRD versus SRDL. So be sure to stay tuned with us at the conclusion of this game. Hopefully you've got yourselves well sorted with all things coffee and snacks, and you're nice and comfy and warm and rugged up at home, or wherever you may be tuning in and taking this broadcast. My co-commentator Psycho Dyko now just making her way back, so we will get an update as to what the official review was. And welcome back to you, Psycho Dyko.
Thank you. So Copter, the benchie for the Rogue Scholars, was questioning the re-entry of White Jammer 101. When she re-entered, there was a black wall set up just behind the pivot line. Copter was questioning if it was within the 20
feet. Okay, yeah, sure.
They did review it, and it was decided that they did re-enter between 15 to 14 feet, so not outside of the 20. They were too close in front, so we have a cut track penalty been issued to Psycho Sapphire, so she will start in the penalty box, and we have ourselves a power jam for the Rogue Scholars.
Of course we do. And it looks like we have a full complement of blockers for Varsity, and they take the blocker advantage on track. 4-3 blocker advantage, in fact, going the way of the Rogue Scholars.
And it is D's Nuts hot off the line.
Yep. And she won't waste any time, I dare say, as the pack now comes into turn 1. D's Nuts working now, just 2 more blockers out front for her to get by. And fair enough, too. They're holding up quite well.
Oh, holding on to that outside line. Just getting right underneath everybody.
If you ever want to learn how to bean, dip, and use the outside line to your advantage, that was a pretty good class right there. D's nuts, wasting no time. Jets are burning. Oi.
Oh, beautiful work. She has made it through and still stayed on the track. May have stacked it on the track, but stayed on the track.
Yeah.
Psycho Sapphire now back on the track and finding that inside line quite nicely there. So D's Nuts calls it off.
Yeah, just took a little look over her left shoulder and saw where Psycho Sapphire was and called that one off. Mind you, after previously just picking up another Grand Slam 5-point haul to add to the Rogue Scholars total.
And I feel like, and I'm not going to attempt it myself, but I feel like any slap onto this concrete this morning is going to be brutal as well. So, you know, if you've got the opportunity to look up and go, yeah, you know what, they've made it through. So I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah.
And that is Red Hot Chili Pepper wearing the star out there for the Rogue Scholars.
It is.
And just trying to see, I think that is Pinky Bits wearing the star. Yes, it is. It is Pinky Bits, and she's trying to get the star to Miss Disgrace.
Yeah.
Trying very hard to get that star to Miss Disgrace.
Good defensive work by Varsity, making sure that does not happen. Meanwhile, out front and doing all the things, getting all the points. It is Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Miss Disgrace getting schooled by the Rogue Scholars. And Eduhater lifting. And Miss Disgrace doing a fantastic job to try and find a way through, but Eduhater's got laser sights locked on her.
Yep. By God, this defense work from Varsity it's actually really good to watch. It is a joy to watch, in fact. They are doing absolutely everything they can to make life as difficult as they can for the South Island Sirens. And, of course, while they're doing all that hard work, their jammer is out front and just piling on the points. Another Grand Slam 5-point haul going the way.
Miss Disgrace there just communicating to her back. I want you guys to stay up front and try and hold that jammer. But Red Hot Chili Pepper too hot to handle.
Yep.
And decides that that's enough points now as Miss Disgrace has made it out of the pack.
And just a lazy 25-point jam rounding out that particular jam there for...
Just a casual Sunday morning for Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that 25 points, it takes the Rogue Scholars on to 117. And the Krakens on 7 with just on 14 and 3/4 minutes remaining in this first half.
That looks like that is Ostentatious wearing the star out there for the Krakens. Irish upon a star has been hit. And Lemmy Adam has got the high block penalty for that one.
Yeah, that was a nice old smack in the jaw there too. Irish upon a star, and even coming off the track, she's still holding that jaw a little bit, just making sure everything's still where there should be, i.e. teeth.
And that's why we wear protection, people.
Yeah.
So Miss Disgrace putting on the star, the captain for the Krakens. Going up against D's Nuts.
D's Nuts, yep. Two little pocket rockets on the jammer start line.
Can spot D's Nuts on the jammer line there for the Rogue Scholars. It's like when you can't see the jammer for the Rogue Scholars, it must be D's Nuts.
Yeah. Stand up, stand up. I am. Okay.
Miss Disgrace flying around the outside and gets the lead. That is only the second lead, I believe, this game, for the Krakens. Pinky Bits joining in the fun and being told by Miss Disgrace, keep up.
Yep.
Come along with me and get those nuts.
Exactly. But not to be outdone is D's Nuts. She really put the afterburners on to catch up to the pack. And she may have picked up some points. Indeed she did. She picked up 3.
That is a shanking there.
Yep.
Miss Disgrace was taken out on that turn, though, by Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
I don't think that they'll have words when they get to the bench. No, they might, but I doubt it very much.
Psycho Sapphire back on the line. And... Eduhater? Eduhater?
I reckon it's It is. Eduhater's going to have a bit of a jam. This will be interesting.
Got to mix it up, keep it fresh. And Eduhater getting the lead.
So far, she's on 100%. First jam. Lead jammer. Nice.
using all of those blocking skills, I think, to annihilate her way through the pack.
Yep.
Oh, Jilly.
Oh,
Gone for the big hit, but Psycho Sapphire just absorbed it and stayed on.
yeah, smart call by Eduhater there. Picked up the 5 points and saw that Psycho Sapphire was very much hot on her tail. And then it called that one off.
I think that was Ostentatious saying hello to everybody back home.
Yeah, it was.
Hi, everybody from Ostentatious.
Yeah.
Our jammers are down nice and low. So low, in fact, I'm not sure who's out there.
I'm not sure who's out there either.
We are facing directly at the jammer line. Oh, there we go. It is Irish Upon a Star blasting out, and that is Miss Disgrace.
Yep. Made to work very hard at the front of the pack there. And the 3 blockers there from Varsity making life very, very difficult for her.
They did lose their one blocker there. Sorry, that was a sax bomb called for a cut track, but it is not affecting their hold they have on Miss Disgrace 1 iota. Is she going to try and pass that star? No, her blockers are all coming in to try and help her clear house.
No.
And just cruising around the outside, Irish Upon a Star, another big Grand Slam.
Yeah. And she's got a habit of getting all these massive big Grand Slam haul of points.
Oh, going for the whole haul. Did she get all of them? That is a full hand. She got the 4 big points there.
Yep,
calling
she got
it off.
the 4. Oops. Okay. So we've just got just on 10 3/4 minutes remaining in this first half. Ladies and gentlemen, we trust that you're enjoying this broadcast wherever it is you may be viewing, listening. We thank you for coming on board.
D's Nuts got that lead, and Lemmy Adam trying to push her way through. Oh, was almost in the clear and found that inside line. I think that Copter wants some points.
Do you think? I don't know. Very loud and boisterous is Copter. We know this.
You guys could probably hear that from home.
Yeah.
I wonder if Spanky realises that she's got the pivot panty in her pants instead of on her head.
Maybe.
So they realistically went that jam without a pivot.
Yeah.
Because she had the panty in her pants, not on her helmet.
I'm pretty sure someone will bring it to her attention and go, hey, guess what? Uniform check.
Yeah.
So we have a cleared out penalty box, which is always a good thing. So that means we've got a full complement of blockers on track as the whistle blows and the hammer goes down on this one, gets this one underway and out front again.
Eduhater.
Eduhater.
2
nice
from 2.
work. Yep.
100%.
Running at 100%.
Miss Disgrace being forced back behind that jam line once again. Oh, that inside line has opened up. She's gone. Eduhater has been forced to the inside. We'll see if she holds off. She is getting the call to wait.
Yep.
Try and get some points. Calls it off
Yep.
just in time to put a shutdown on Miss Disgrace.
Yep. I think deceptively quick is one word I'd use to describe Miss Disgrace. You give her a little bit of a gap and she'll take it. She's got enough good track movement, or lateral track movement I should say, to get from one side to the other, and if there's a gap there, she'll take it. But tip of the hat to the defence though of Varsity. They see that and they've been shutting her down time and time again. But she's good. They're all good. Everyone here is good.
Everyone is good.
Exactly.
Pack advantage to the Krakens. Spanky has that pivot panty still hanging out of her pants.
She does.
And their pivot is currently standing in the penalty box getting ready to come on track.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if anybody else notices it.
Yeah, but out front picking up lead jam yet again. It is I Wish Upon a Star.
And Lemmy Adam has been sent to the penalty box. Now, I'm not 100% sure what her penalty was because I did see a multiplayer call. I did see the hands of a multiplayer.
Yeah.
But it was the jammer that went to the penalty box. So
Okay, yeah, I'm not aware.
Not 100% sure on that
Not
one. We'll
100%
just leave
sure on
that
that one.
alone.
Yeah.
So we have D's Nuts starting off on a power jam on the line for the Rogue Scholars.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a 4-3 pack advantage
Mm-hmm.
to the Krakens. So they'll be hoping to shut down these nuts. And Bloxy being sent off the track for not being on track in time by the looks of it. Or did they have too many? No. Yeah, not being on track in time. So she's been told to return to bench.
Return to bench.
So they will be short on blockers.
Yep. Copter's now just making his way into the centre. He's obviously seen something that...
I think he'll be questioning that return to bench call for Bloxy. He has called his captain out, so we'll see if he calls an official review.
Do you want to go for a run again?
Ready just in case.
Okay.
I feel like he's going to call it.
My co-commentator here, ladies and gentlemen, Psycho Doko, has this covered and then some.
It's the superhero outfit. It's the Superman
It's like the
costume.
Kathy Freeman of the the 400 metres. She's ready to go. I can tell you now. She's primed for this. She's been working for the last 2 years for this moment where she can just dart from the commentator's bench into the middle and let us all know what is going on. Okay, I may have stretched it out just a little bit, but
just a smidge.
Hey, never let the truth get in the way of a otherwise good story-ish. So
we have Mother Superior's had a chat. I think what has just happened was exactly what Copter was going to be questioning.
Yep.
So Mother Superior, all of the referees, all the officials got together, had a bit of a chat, and they've come away with it with Pinky Bits being sent to the penalty box.
Yep.
And so she is going to be spending some time in there. We do have Lemmy Adams starting off in the penalty box. Spanks is standing.
Yep.
Lemmy Adams is standing. And Eduhater is standing on the jammer line, ready to power her way through. Oh, Lemmy Adams is in full ready to rock and roll position.
Oh, Eduhater again. Third jam, third time lead. She's running at 100%. Absolutely. Well, she's destroying it, really, from her perspective as a jammer. Oh, nice balance on the outside line of track, turn number one, rather.
So solid on those skates.
Is she what?
That was a full lean on there from Psycho Sapphire, and it just didn't even move her skates at all.
And she was rewarded. She had 5 in the sky. That's a Grand Slam 5-point haul going her way.
Again, flying around the outside. I like her technique of coming through and then sort of putting her hands up like, I didn't touch anyone. Look how well behaved I am, so please don't call any penalties on me, okay?
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm so good.
I'm good. I'm being good.
And Miss Disgrace hitting the line for the Krakens against D's Nuts.
D's Nuts.
Oh, is there some people talking to us from home?
There are. We've got Steph on board. We've got Maleficent. Hi, Austin. Yes. Go, Eddie.
Let's go White Russian.
Oh, and she's hard too, Miss Disgrace, with a big winky, smiley, facey emoji kind of thing happening.
She does look like she's throwing out some hard hits, but right now she has the lead and she has a big smile on her dial. She is going for the points for the Krakens.
Yep.
Oh, and calls it off. Was she quick enough? No, she was not quite quick enough. D's Nuts managing to squeeze 2 points out. And unfortunately, Miss Disgrace being shut down. So she was shanked on that jam. So that will bring Irish upon a star back to the line again. And Pinky Bits putting on the star once again for the Krakens. We have Psycho Sapphire wearing the pivot panty, standing in the penalty box, as well as Bloxy. Oh, Pinky Bits taking that big hit.
Nice hit there by Red Hot Chili Pepper. She can jam, she can block, she can do it all.
Psycho Sapphire's re-entry onto the track was not pleasing to the referees. She was called for a cut and sent back to the penalty box.
Yep.
Hopefully she doesn't have too many penalties. As I said, it was unfortunate. She did foul out of the game last night, and she is quite an asset to the Krakens.
Definitely.
But she is being spoken to by the bench. Oh, and she's given the big 7 to the bench, to her bench. I think she might be done. Pinky Bits.
And this early in the game too, it's
a big blow to the Krakens.
Yep.
Pinky Bits, that look of determination as she is powering around the track, but Irish Abonistar decides to call it off. So for those playing at home, unfortunately, that will be the end of Psycho Sapphire in this game.
Yeah, just looking to my left now. Psycho, and yeah, he's somewhat dejected.
From one
Sapphire.
Psycho to another Psycho Sapphire. I feel your pain.
Yeah. So that brings about the end of her game.
But we have Eduhater. Oh, going for the land that hit early on Eduhater.
Yeah.
There is Miss Disgrace, and she gets the lead for her trouble. Excellent work, Miss Disgrace.
Well done.
Throwing out those hard hits that you guys were telling us about at home.
Yeah. Picking up lead jammer and wasting no time in trying to get back around now on her point scoring pass so she can set about putting... Oh, nice. Whoa. Good
beautiful.
effort.
Kraken's doing a fantastic job of trapping one of the scholars at the back of the pack, and then Miss Disgrace just leaping through like a gazelle.
Yeah. And picked up 2 points in the process, moving the Kraken's scoreline now to 10. And with the Rogue Scholars on 174, we've just got on 3 minutes remaining.
And we have Pinky Bits going head-to-head against D's Nuts.
And D's Nuts now just looking for a line on the outside part of turn one. She finds that line, gets on through, picks up lead jammer for the Rogue Scholars. Slow moving pack now just making its way out of turn two onto the back straightaway.
Oh, and Pinky Bits with the Star Slash has found a way out of the pack. D's Nuts is just holding out.
Yeah, she'll just bide her time.
She's got her hands in the air ready, waiting for Copter to yell, just do it. Go on, Pinky, lay her out. Oh, Pinky with a little jam of love there, giving the pat on the back to D's Nuts. Thanks for letting me try.
Might be time to bring about a shout out to some of our sponsors, or one in particular, the Adelaide Showgrounds. We thank them so very, very much for this amazing venue. Without this venue, we can't do TGSS. So to all the staff and everyone here at the Adelaide Showgrounds, we thank you so much.
They do a fantastic job. We come back here every 2 years, trash the place, and they still love us and look after us so well.
We do. We do trash the place. We come here for 3 days, fair to say. We bugger up the joint, and then come Tuesday, we all bugger off and go back home.
Yeah, we basically just a whole lot of like schleppy-looking derby people just zombie in and take over the place.
That's
Food, coffee.
Yes, that's exactly right. So, meanwhile,
Irish upon a star got the 4 points.
She did.
Called off the jam.
She did.
Put the shutdown on Miss Disgrace. Kraken's now rolling with one less jammer in their
rotation, yeah. So it's going
short rotation.
That will have an impact, no doubt. As we find ourselves under.
We have an official review.
Yeah.
I got this.
You got this.
No. Okay. Official review. They're just using it as a team timeout.
Team timeout. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Just going to take a moment.
A moment.
Well, that's why they were lucky that they got their official review back, so they didn't lose it earlier because they had a win.
Yes.
It's not often that you see a win on the official review, but I had one yesterday morning and had another one today, and yeah, if you win it, you're a legend.
You are. And of course, if you don't, you kind of walk off the track somewhat dejected and you go,
But at the same time also go, at least we got a break.
Yeah, well, true that.
We'd like to give a little shout out to AGS Lighting Sound Events. Thank you for supplying our AV equipment, because without those guys you wouldn't be able to see the magnificence that's happening today or hear our wonderful voices. I'm sure you're loving it at home.
Yeah.
They do sales, hire and installation of audio, visual and lighting systems for all commercial and domestic applications, including corporate functions and conferences. So thank you very much, AGS Lighting Sound Events.
Aren't they good? I mean, they are so, so good.
Steph, I agree with you. I'm pretty sure that no was for Psycho Sapphire fouling out of the game. It is very, very sad. I know, Psycho, if you're watching this later, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. You did a fantastic job out there.
Yep.
And I'm sure your team love you nonetheless.
So we now turn our attention back on the track.
Oh, I see what he was doing. He was going for the one more jam. We're just under the 1 minute to go.
Eduhater it is then for Varsity. Getting out front with a nice little turn to pick up lead jammer.
Oh, Pinky Bits was trying to get the panty pass, but has been called for a high block, so she's heading to the penalty box with the star in hand.
Yep.
And Educator taking the points and calling off the jam.
Yeah, and Copter is well aware that it looks like we have an official review for white team.
I got this.
You have. So white have called the official review. As you can see, or you will see in a few moments' time, Psycho Dyko out there donning the blue onesie, getting all the information for you guys, our friends at home watching on the interwebs. Whilst we have this little break, I'd like to also give a shout out to Rydell. For over 7 years, Rydell has been the innovative leader in the roller skating industry. Rydell skates, unmatched quality, unmatched performance. Great to see Rydell here again this weekend, or this year rather, at TGSS. Karen and Pete coming across from Sydney. It's always great to see them as well. Oh, and Bree. Bree to Bree. Always lovely to catch up with Bree. Okay, so Psycho Darko now just making her way back to the commentary position, and I'm sure she will be able to fill us in on all things official review. Over to you.
So what was being questioned there by Sin? So there was a failure. There was a no-pack situation called down here on turn 1.
Yep.
Black blocker 1-8 continued to block the jammer.
Oh, okay.
Before the reform of the pack
Yep.
was called.
Yep.
So Black 1-8 will get a failure to
Failure
reform
to
penalty.
reform, yeah,
Will be
definitely.
censored, and they will get to keep their official review. So 2 wins.
2 wins. Wow.
This is rare. It's a rarity.
It is that you get 2 in a row, or 2 wins, or even just 1. Sometimes I've seen people go in and on face value, you look at it and go, you know, that's a legit reason to call official review, and then they lose it. And it's like, oh, okay. But anyway, that's why we have official reviews.
That's it. And D's Nuts.
D's Nuts again.
Powering off as we have Pinky Bit sitting in the bin with the star in hand. I think she'll be looking to try and sneak back on track.
Yep.
Pretty certain this is going to be our last jam of this half. And D's Nuts just pirouetting through for the big 5 points and calls it off.
Yep.
And there is the rolling whistle. We are going to have ourselves a halftime break.
We are going to have a halftime break. It's been an interesting first half.
It has been a very interesting first half.
Yeah.
Very fast-paced derby.
Yeah.
Good solid derby from both teams.
Yeah, I reckon.
Don't even look at the scoreboard.
No.
It's not a true reflection of what's going on. I know we say it all the time as commentators, but seriously, this is some A-grade derby happening here
really
on this
good.
track.
It is very, very good.
And we'll catch you guys in about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, 10 or 15 minutes. So at the halftime break, it is the Krakens in on 10 with the Rogue Scholars on 193. And you're tuning in to TGSS for 2018 here, coming to you live from the Adelaide Showgrounds. We'll see you in around about 15 minutes' time. It's a big welcome back, Derby fans. Wherever you might be tuning in right around the country. We are just about set to get the second half underway between Varsity Derby League and the South Island Sirens.
And we are going to start with Pinky Bits in
Pinky
the
Bits.
bin.
Yep.
With the star, and Spanky in the bin as well for the Rogue Scholars. That is as a result of that official review just before the halftime hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that is D's Nuts.
It is D's Nuts jamming up first, or jamming first up rather, for Varsity Derby League. Pushing hard through turns 1 and 2. Nice bit of defensive work there, and just knocking her into the inside part of the track and recycled back onto the main straightaway. So with it all to do again.
Excellent communication there from Miss Disgrace to her blockers, telling him exactly where the jammer was.
Oh, that was a big hit.
Big hit by Lemmy Adam.
Yep.
Oh, and it's got the cut track called on D's Nuts.
Interesting. Okay.
So that means we have the star going on to Miss Disgrace's head, and she has a power jam. But we've got a big 2-minute jam to start it off straight away.
Yeah, so good opportunity now for Miss Disgrace to hopefully get some much needed points for the Sirens, whilst her...
Oh, holds on to that outside line.
Yeah, nice bit of composure. Not to mention some skating skill just thrown in there for good measure.
Well, we thought it looked pretty, but the referees didn't think it was so pretty. She has been called for a cut track.
Okay, well, there you go.
So it was very far away from us.
She must have just had a skate on the outside part of turn 4 is the only thing I can see. But then again, I'm only just guessing, so I shouldn't even commentate on that, which I do not know. So back on to where the action is.
And D's Nuts back and going for a non-scoring pass. Rinky Bits finding how slippery the
I was just going to
track
say
can be.
someone just having a little victory fall over yonder.
Glasgow Kiss and D's Nuts having a bit of a tumble rumble on the inside there. Getting a bit caught up, but D's Nuts has made it out for a big 5-point scoring pass, and that is the jam.
Yep. Slowly but surely, the Sunday morning crew... Actually, no, I'm going to rephrase that. People are slowly making their way out of bed on this Sunday morning, day 2 of TGSS, and making their way into the venue. Now, we have an official review again. So my commentator colleague will make her way out into the centre of the track to find out exactly what the official review is for, and I believe it has been called by the South Island Sirens. And I'm sure the South Island Sirens love you too, Steph. Thanks for joining on in and being a part of the coverage here this morning. Track 4, day 2 of TGSS for 2018, coming to you live from the Adelaide Showgrounds. As now the referees just have a bit of a chat. One of the many sponsors that are here this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, making sure that everything just goes as it should. Physio Fit, the Adelaides and Radalaides official physiotherapy provider. And I can say that they have had a lot of skaters visit them so far this weekend, just making sure that everything is in good working order, as it were, and really looking after all the skaters and the referees as well. I've seen a couple of referees getting looked after as my commentator colleague makes her way back to the bench. So I will hand it over to Psycho Daiko, and she'll inform us as to what is going on.
So, White, we're looking for the official review on the cut track. They believed it was for the snaking around the outside there.
Yep.
It was not. It was for a little bit earlier. There was a block done on the white jammer.
Okay.
Her toe stop went outside of the line.
Yep.
That's where the cut track occurred.
Okay.
The penalty will stand, and they
Yep.
lose their official review.
Okay. So we actually talked about that one. We thought that coming on the outside there of turn 4 that might have been called the cut track, but it was earlier on. So there you go. All sorted out. All's right with the world. And Eduhater for Varsities is doing what she has done so many times this game already, and that's getting out, getting lead, and picking up a bag full of points in the process.
Just slamming her own blocker out of the way there. Excuse me, Chili Pepper, you're in my road.
Yeah.
This is my line.
Yeah.
Move.
You're in my way. In my woo. You're in my way. Move. Even commentators, we get it wrong sometimes. Tongue-tied.
Us get it wrong? Never.
Never. I was going to say
Not that we'll admit.
tongue-tied and twisted. There's a line there. If anyone can tell me the name of the song and the name of the band, I will give you maximum points. It goes towards nothing, but anyway.
Maximum effort equals maximum points.
Exactly.
And this is Irish Upon a Star coming out with the lead.
Yep.
Pinky Bits trying to chase her down. There comes a point as a blocker, though, you just got to let the jammer go because you're better off back in the pack. Just like that.
Exactly.
Helping Lemmy Adam out.
Yeah, get yourself back into the pack and join up with your teammates. The more there is of you as blockers, at the end of the day, as for a blocker, your focus is the jammer. The jammers are the ones that score points. The other blockers, you don't worry about them. Your primary focus should be getting back with your blockers. The more there is of you as blockers,
the stronger the wall, the stronger the holds.
Exactly. Unless you have absolute supreme ability in your own skating and you're someone like, I don't know, maybe Tui Lyon who can take a jammer one-on-one for the full 20 and just positionally block her to the hilt.
So we have Miss Disgrace wearing the star, going head-to-head against Deez Nuts. Deez Nuts has got the lead out in front for the Rogue Scholars. But Miss Disgrace is free. She's loose.
She's done well. Done an excellent job, has Miss Disgrace.
Ostentatious has been trapped at the back of the pack. Well, we do have a forearms called against Spanky. And Deez Nuts is calling it off just as Miss Disgrace was getting ready to hit the pack. She does get the 1 point, though. So 1 more point on the board there for the Krakens.
Yep.
And we have Lemmy Adam back on the line against Eduhater from the Rogue Scholars. We have 3 blockers apiece, but Pinky Bits is standing ready to come racing out for the Krakens.
And straight away, Eduhater just doing what she does so well and just powering on through the pack there. Picking up lead jammer, I should say.
Lemmy Adam being held at the front. That is Red Hot Jelly Pepper.
Oh.
And getting help there from White Russian.
Eduhater on that previous pass is coming through into turn 2. Just said, guys, move or be moved. I'm not stopping.
All right, and Glasgow Kiss has come charging out of the pack with the star. She's going to put that on her head, and Eduhater is going to call it off.
Yep.
Glasgow Kiss, she's gotten the star quite a number of times, actually. Had quite a few star passes here in this game, and every single time Copter is on it. He's got those laser eyes going, no, we see you. We know you.
We know what you are doing.
So that'll bring Miss Disgrace back to the line.
And
going up against Irish Upon a Star. Yep. Both these jammers on very high rotation. Both teams only got 9 skaters rolling out there.
Yep. A little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump gets Irish Upon a Star through. Ooh. And your lead jammer.
Jilly Pepper with the big hit there on Miss Disgrace here on turn 1.
Yeah.
Nearly took out a jammer ref on the way. Oh, but Miss Disgrace, what a recovery. And it looks like we're going to try and skate it. It's going super fast.
Yeah.
All right. And now Irish getting the call to call it off.
Yep.
It's like I just want to test out you guys' endurance. Make sure the training we've done has got you guys nice and fit. Just keep skating. We got this.
Yeah. There's a reason you do 27 in 5, apparently.
Yes, Steph. Come on, Krakens. Smashy, smashy. Have a chat to us on the in the chat box on
Yes.
the YouTube channel.
Please do.
Clearly, you're on there if you're listening to us. So
You are.
get
Definitely.
amongst it. We'll say hi. Lemmy Adam is trying to push away around Spanky. Spanky just holding up there. White Russian now getting in and back amongst the action. And D's Nuts has just
again.
popped out of that chaos.
She's so good at finding gaps where no gaps exist. And that's what makes the good jammers very, very good at their craft.
D's Nuts excellent at cracking the shell.
Oh. Nice move there by D's Nuts. One thing I was going to say a little while ago about Eduhater, big, tall, solid girl, has a repertoire probably equal to some really, really good skaters of this sport. One, she's a blocker, and two, she's a jammer. She can use her strength and her height in both ways. As a jammer, it's move or be moved. As a blocker, I'm not moving. If you want to move and get past me, you're going to have to move me. What a versatile skater.
Super solid on her skates, but also incredibly agile as well. Like, that gap was a millimetre, if anything, and just straight on through she goes. Oh, but Mistress Grace.
Not to be outdone.
Stepping it up, pumping around Red Hot Chili Pepper.
But now look at Eduhater. She's got genuine speed. You're not going to move her. You're not going to stop her. That's a real asset.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Yep.
With the ability to leap tall buildings. I don't know if that's true or not. Disclaimer. We might make stuff up as we go as announcers, you know?
Yeah, you know, we have the right to ad lib.
Creative license. That's why they give us a microphone.
Yeah, creative license. We'll go with that.
And Copter calling a timeout. Just squeezing every single second he can out of the game first before he calls the timeout.
Do you think he's done this once or twice? He's an old hand.
Perhaps,
maybe.
We'd like to give a little shout out to Rydell. If you're involved with Derby, you know about Rydell.
You do.
But for over 70 years, Rydell has been the innovative leader in the roller skating industry. Rydell skates unmatched quality, unmatched performance. But also, if you're at home in Adelaide somewhere, which you should be here.
True.
You shouldn't be at home listening to this in Adelaide. But, you know, to be fair, it is early. I'd like to be snuggled up in bed myself as well.
Yep.
But if you are in Adelaide and you're feeling a little tight and you need a little bit of attention, you should go see PhysioFit. They are the Adelaides and Radeladies official physio provider. Go and visit them. So you should just come here and go and visit them in the vendor stall.
Yeah, exactly.
The Kraken's saying hi to everybody at home there.
Yes, they are. Well, they're saying hi to us, so we'll just wave back. Yeah, we just wave back. Yeah. And then they moon us. Thanks. Okay, Glasgow Kiss. I'll have
we get a wave, then we get a moon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, you know, all the love.
We'll take any
we'll
love
take
we
it.
can.
Exactly.
We're not desperate, but
no.
We'll take any love we can get.
Yeah. In the form of waves or moons, coffee, bourbon. Not fussed.
Just not cheap vodka.
Ugh. No.
And say no to tequila, kids. Tequila is the devil.
It is the absolute liquefied version of. As we see again, it looks like Irish upon a star. It is indeed jamming for Varsity.
Oh, Let Me Adam had that inside line, and she was almost loose. And it looks like Chili Pepper's being called for the penalty for that one.
Yep. So Irish upon a star getting on through, picking up lead jammer for the Rogue Scholars at Varsity Roller Derby League. Now in a point scoring pass, rather.
And Irish upon a star did get the call as she went past by Copter to try and keep skating because he wants to get his blocker. Jeez.
Glasgow Kiss just absolutely showing Bloxy. Well, this is what I can do. That hurt.
Oh, that one did hurt.
That's a corky right underneath the top part of the hamstring there. So just underneath the buttock, if I can use that this time of the morning. But that would have hurt.
Ginger Ales there with a nice big hit on Lemmy Adam to the inside line.
Yep.
Yes, Irish upon a star was ready to call before, but did get the call from the bench to get their blocker out of the bin.
Yep.
Now everybody's back on track, and everybody's scoring points right now.
Yeah, I think Copter's more just happy to get some more points on the board. Now he's had enough and has asked his jammer to call this one off.
At least the bonus for Bloxy, while this track would have hurt super hard. It's like an instant icing at the same time, though,
Yeah,
because
it
it's
is.
nice and cold. So.
Yeah.
But I love that she hit the ground and went to get back up. She was struggling to get back up. Copter
Yeah.
just looked down and he's like, "You right?
Really?
You good? Get up."
Get up. that didn't hurt.
I didn't
But,
feel it.
but rest assured, anything under the top part, just underneath the buttock there, in the top part of the hamstring, it hurts like hell. It's almost like a corky.
Well,
Not-
to be
not
fair,
nice.
she's not got a lot of cushioning there either.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll pay that. Anyway, back onto the track is where all the action is, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a slow-moving pack coming down the main straightaway.
Oh, D's nuts. D's nuts.
Oh, she's
Squeezed
picked up
around the outside and has been called for a forearm
For a forearm,
penalty.
so unfortunately for Deezy, she'll be going to the penalty box.
But we did have White Jammer go into the penalty box first, and so she will be released. Miss Disgrace released first.
Deezy not too far behind.
And, Miss Disgrace trying to hold on. And does get out in front, but we will have no lead jammer, so it will be a long jam
Yep.
for this one.
But for the first time in a while, Deezy rather is just, well, she's through the pack now, but they did hold her up momentarily, making life just a little bit difficult for her. But she's out and about now, so initial pass just about completed. She's on a scoring pass when she next hits the pack.
She might, and just steps on through. I was thinking she might have been a little wounded there for a second. She
Yeah.
seemed to be holding that thigh, might
Yeah.
have copped a bit of corkage, but just goes to show that she's still got all the spring in the step.
Yep.
Ostentatious trying to hold it back, but Deezy, big five in the sky.
Exactly. Picking up all the points.
Miss Disgrace is copping a whole lot of loving from the Rogue Scholars. And Deezy taken out down, but back up. Austin trying to chase her down. And Miss Disgrace has broken free from the Rogue Scholars.
Lucky Ostentatious rather yielded when she did. She was within a cigarette paper tolerance of being done for a blocking out of play, but all these skaters, they know where the limits is. They know where the 20-foot point is, where they have to yield.
Yeah, they like to stretch it
They
out.
do. They do.
Test the limits
like to
just a
stretch it.
little bit.
Just a touch. So it's just on 16 and a half minutes remaining in this one, ladies and gentlemen. We have the South Island Sirens on 27 with the Rogue Scholars on 268.
Oh, Steph. If I were in Adelaide, I'd be there for sure.
Love your work, Steph.
You would have
Thanks
got
for
to see
joining us.
that full moon up close and personal.
Yeah.
Like we did.
Like
Woo.
we did.
And it is Eduhater powering through, has the lead. Pinky Bits being held up at the back by Rogue Scholars, has now whipped off the star. Is she going for the pass?
She's trying.
Lemmy Adam tried to throw herself in front of Eduhater. And Eduhater's been called for a cut track off that
Okay.
block from Lemmy Adam. So heading to the penalty box, that means Lemmy Adam now with the star in hand.
And she just had a little cheeky look over her shoulder, so she knows if she can get through and put that star on her helmet, she can go about trying to get some points rather for her South Island Sirens, while her opposing jammer has a bit of a rest. But that said, the Rogue Scholars are more than aware of what is going on. They are not allowing her to do anything of the sort.
Lots of excellent physical work
Yeah.
here from both sets of blockers.
Yep.
Everyone just working for that jammer.
Yep.
For their jammer, for the opposition's jammer, they're just working.
Wow.
That's what they're doing. And
Yeah.
Eduhater just stepping through.
Yep, comes straight out of the penalty box, straight through turn 1 and 2, and slices through the pack, picking up a Grand Slam 5-point haul. God, she made that look easy.
Now a little assist there from Jilly. Another big 5-point pass.
Yeah.
Lemmy Adam.
I'd love to-
Yielding.
I'd love to know what her jammer percentage is in terms of lead jammer and points, because I think it would make for some very, very fine reading. As again, she gets through, picking up another Grand Slam 5-point haul. Eduhater giving
Oh.
an education in jamming.
Yeah, just thank you for that nice wide inside line there. Thank you very much. I'm just going to go straight down the middle, guys.
Yep.
Everyone currently focusing on Lemmy Adam, who has been released.
I don't know what she was doing. She kind of entered into turn 3. It was like, oh, I'm just going to slide in Rockstar style. Yeah, I don't know what she was doing there. But anyway, all smiles, high fives and 10s and all the rest of it. that was funny.
I feel like she's not sure what happened there either. It was
I
just like, I think she tried to put on the brakes and it didn't quite happen.
No.
And Sin just going to stand there and count down every single second, call himself a timeout, team timeout.
And indeed they do.
Once again, we're coming to you live from the Adelaide Showgrounds. Fantastic venue here. If you're in the Adelaide and looking for a venue for any event that you might have, get in touch with the Adelaide Showgrounds. Absolutely fabulous. And if you are going to come down and join us here today at the Adelaide Showgrounds, it is Onesie Sunday.
It is.
Not everybody's involved in it.
Not looking at anyone.
Not looking at anyone in particular. JR.
You had one job, JR, and you managed to bugger that up too. No, I'll be absolutely brutally honest. I do not possess a onesie. I probably could have gone out and bought one.
You should have asked your commentator crew because this commentator has a spare onesie back at the accommodation. Could have hooked you up. Could have put you in the little bat outfit that I wore last year. Get wings and everything. Yeah, too late.
See, now I feel really... I'm going to have to wait another 2 years for that.
You are. Instead, I just get to rock it as Superman all on my lonesome here on this track.
Rocket the Superman.
Killing it,
I feel that. Well, I feel that's kind of playing it down a little bit. You are absolutely... And I say this with all the love, and you know that. You're absolutely destroying the Superman costume in the positive way.
Stop it.
She looks $1 million, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. 423 to 28. I believe that was the South Island Sirens versus...
no, that is the South Sea.
Oh, South Sea, sorry, yeah.
South Sea versus East Coast.
East Coast, oh yeah. Ouch.
No,
that happens.
Back here on our track, Irish Upon a Star is out in front with the lead, and
she is.
Miss Disgrace is... So it's the captains versus each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Disgrace has been putting in a phenomenal effort. Oh, Glasgow Kiss trying to hold on to Irish Upon a Star, who just went, I'm coming through.
Yeah, some nice fancy toe stop work there by Irish, getting on through, picking up another Grand Slam 5-point hole to add to the sizable Rogue Scholars lead, 288 at the minute, playing 27.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Spanky holding on to Glasgow Kiss, and Irish Upon a Star just goes flying straight ahead.
Yeah.
And calls the jam. I like the sportsmanship.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've really loved seeing here. You know, everyone's slamming the absolute bejeebers out of each other.
Yep.
But there's always you okay? I didn't mean to hurt you. Are you good?
Yeah.
You're still alive?
Yep, exactly.
Let's keep high five. Let's keep playing. P.S. I'm going to hit you just as hard next time.
As the replay now on the screen just coming up. So, unfortunately, guys, we do apologise. There's about a 30-second delay. So, you're just seeing now what we were just commentating about 30 seconds ago. So, we get this one underway. It is Pinky a bit up against D's Nuts.
D's Nuts being held up at the front there. That is Lemmy Adam working with Bad Manager and Glasgow Kiss. I don't think Glasgow Kiss has had a break.
No, she's one heck of an athlete.
And
Here's
she's
Glasgow
got
Kiss.
the star once again.
Yep.
Is she going to make it around to the back? No, D's Nuts shutting her down once again. I reckon if there were a few more people here, we'd try and get a chance started to give Glasgow Kiss the star from the get-go. Just get it a jam one. Just straight up.
Yeah.
Pinky Pit's been taken out by herself
I
on
was
the
say,
outside
we ever saw her down, but I think it's
I think
a little bit of friendly fire. There's nothing in it.
I think that track just jumped up out of nowhere and
really?
grabbed a wheel. I saw it happen.
Yeah.
Tracks do that. It's rude. And that is Eduhater on the line.
So it looks like we have a blocker advantage going the way of the Rogue Scholars. Oh.
Running through the inside line. And it is Miss Disgrace who has the lead. So now we've got a jammer race to get around to the back. Miss Disgrace looks up and goes, what do I do? She's really fast.
Yeah.
Let's just roll it. I'll take my points.
And she picked up 4 or 3?
She got 3.
She got the 2.
3 apiece.
A 3 apiece? Yep. Or 2. No, you're right. 3 apiece.
3 apiece out of that one. Bad manager standing in the penalty box.
Blocker advantage going the way of Varsity as we get this one underway. Irish upon a star. Getting on through, picking up lead Jammer, as she has done so often in this game.
Pinky Bits passing the star there to Lemmy Adam. Oh, Irish upon a star, just stepping through the inside line. White Russian with some excellent offensive work there. Lemmy Adam now has the star on. Oh, she's squeezing those points. Keep bumping, Lemmy Adam. Keep bumping. Oh, great job to hold on there against Jilly Peppers. And it's now Miss Disgrace. I think that might be a bad manager there, trying to hold on to Irish upon a star.
Unfortunately, though, for bad manager picking up a multiplayer block, so she will make her way to the penalty box area. Meanwhile, out front, picking up a Grand Slam 5-point haul again. It is Irish upon a star for Varsity.
Oh, Lemmy Adam returned back onto track and managed to find the opening to get away from everybody and get the big 4 points on the board for the Krakens. Excellent work there by Lemmy Adam.
Yep.
She just snuck back on after being knocked off the track.
Got a visit from our Jammer referees, just making sure that everything is as it should be. I's dotted, T's crossed, if you like. Looks like we're good to go.
And D's Nuts is back onto the line. And that is Ostentatious putting on the star now for the Krakens. Ostentatious hasn't put the star on for a little while for the Krakens. So no, I wouldn't say she's got fresh legs, though. She's been out there nearly every other jam anyway.
Just trying something different. Who knows? It might just work. But then you've got D's Nuts just, again, as she's done so often in this game, finding a line or a gap where it doesn't exist, taking the outside line of turn number 1, picking up lead Jammer now on her point scoring pass.
Nice opening there. Beautiful teamwork. That was White Russian. Just looked up, saw her Jammer coming at her. Oh, would you like an open door? Here.
Yeah.
Come right on through.
Entrez-vous, mademoiselle, for all the French listeners playing along at home, if there's any. My French is not that good. It used to be, but it's not. Anyway, 4 more points going the way of D's Nuts.
They're going to drag it out. Let Ostentatious get painfully close, so close she can almost taste those points, and then calls off the jam.
She got a whiff of the points, just not a taste.
No, that's not a whiff of the points. That's just Derby stank.
Oh, yeah.
That's Derby gear.
Derby gear. Okay, right.
You know that we're on day 2. It's got that nice ripeness just starting to set in.
Coming from an inline hockey background and an ice hockey background, ever been in a locker room full of ice hockey boys? It is beyond anything that the human nose should ever be compelled to. It is just, it's not good. Anyway.
Irish upon a star is on the line, so we've got captain versus captain as she takes on Miss Disgrace.
Glasgow kissing out front, just trying everything that she can to hold up
Irish. It was a jammer race.
Well, we've still got the jammer race on. It's a little bit of jammer on jammer action as we now both jammers head into turn number 2. But Irish is more than aware of what's going on. Thought, nah.
Miss Disgrace with the look over the shoulder.
Yep.
Come on.
Where's your fun? So meanwhile, all this has been happening. The Rogue Scholars have actually pushed on over the 300 mark. They're currently sitting on 326 with the South Island Sirens on 35 with just on 620 remaining in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we trust that you are enjoying this broadcast as we are bringing it to you, having all the fun.
D's Nuts pushing up through the middle, trying to crack that shell. Crack the shell of the Krakens. And Miss Disgrace getting all the love and attention from the Rogue Scholars. There's Eduhater working with White Russian and Spanky.
Yep.
Oh, and D's nuts.
Oh, nice.
Found that inside line, but then Lemmy Adam was waiting on the other side.
Yep.
Pinky Bits heading to the penalty box. Pinky Bits has had a few trips to the penalty box, so I think that's going to be getting close. And it does look like the manager is having a chat to Pinky now.
What's Copter going to do?
Is he calling it?
Unless he's just... I don't know why he would be wanting to let the jam timer know of anything other than the fact that I am about to call a team timeout.
And there was also Lemmy Adams sent to the penalty box at the end of that jam just now.
There was some conversation going on there, wasn't he?
Yes, we do have our... looks like our penalty box manager is out in the middle just having a chat to Mother Superior. And Mother Superior is going to go have a chat to Pinky Bits.
I've got a feeling this is to say thank you very much, but your day is done.
Mother Superior always so polite, very gently telling the players that we appreciate your time on the track, but your time is no longer required for this game.
If you could politely gear down and exit stage left.
And put someone else in your spot
in
the penalty box. So it is Miss Disgrace that is going to go sit the time left for Pinky Bits.
Yep.
So well done, Pinky Bits. Unfortunate fouling out, but you had a bloody good game.
Yep. So no doubt that to be something that the South Island Sirens would probably want to work on when all this is done and dusted. They'll go back home and look at the ways that they can minimise going to the penalty box. Not always easy to do. It's easy to speak about, but whether you can actually execute it and bring it to your gameplay is another thing altogether. But I'm sure that they will no doubt focus on that.
And Irish upon a star does have the lead, is getting around. Oh, Glasgow Kiss working hard there to get the cut track on Spanky. So Spanky graciously taking that one. There was a bit of a head nod there.
Yep.
And the two Krakens are standing in the penalty box. Lemmy Adam and Miss Disgrace ready to get back on track. Meanie Queenie just giving a little hi to the camera there.
What she doesn't realise is the camera is actually not angled down, so you go past the camera. It doesn't actually pick you up at that point. You've actually got to be about where the jam timer is before you actually get picked up by the camera. But anyway, that's okay. She's having fun. Doing a pretty good job too as an OPR, middle OPR.
Oh, Glasgow Kiss out there holding solo.
Yeah, good effort there by Glasgow Kiss, but Eduhater just more than up for the task.
And Glasgow Kiss has been called for destruction of pack. Heads into the penalty box. We do have the jammer in the penalty box as well. Eduhater getting her 5 points and calling off the jam.
Yep.
There was a forearm penalty called on Ostentatious, so she's going to take some time out in the penalty box. And Miss Disgrace and Lemmy Adam are going to we got this.
We got this. Mind you, though, Lemmy Adam, just down here, I don't know if you picked up on it, had the leg out, and had she brought down the jammer in the previous one, and it was Eduhater, she was going to be getting a low block every single day of the week. It wasn't intentional. It's just that the leg was out and Eduhater went right over it, and the front OPR actually blew the whistle and thought, oh, you're nearly going to... no.
So close.
Very close.
To hold off. We do have an official timeout at the moment.
We do.
And our herd of zebras just checking everything out.
Yep.
And it looks like we got White Russian putting on the star for varsity.
Good on her.
For the first time.
Good on her.
Did get the cheer from the bench for that one as well.
Yep.
I think it was all the other jammers going, yay, it's not us. We just need a break.
As you look across to the varsity bench and all the jammers are on the bench, that's their rotation.
We're out.
We're
tapping out.
Our work here is done.
Now we are going to have D's Nuts rolling out in the middle of the pack as a blocker.
Okay.
I don't think we've really seen her in the blocking position.
No.
because she's generally out there with the star on or taking a breather, a
Yep.
well-earned breather. Don't currently have a pivot on track waiting there for Varsity, though, and Spanky is standing in the penalty box not wearing the pivot panty either.
No, okay.
So hopefully they either get a pivot panty out there or White Russian better be prepared to just skate the whole thing.
Again, without knowing for sure, maybe. Dees has the panty somewhere on her person. Maybe not. Okay, so there's a little bit of confusion here as to what's going on because we've now got...
I think they put the pivot panty on White Russian, but that's a definite star.
And someone should be awake to that.
Not a stripe.
It's not a stripe.
Oh, there's a bit of a powwow happening out there with Mother Superior. I don't think it's an official review. I think it's just everybody just keep breathing. We've got 3.5 minutes left to go.
Just in the last few minutes, Psycho, there's just been a spattering of people just make their way around here to track 4.
It's just hitting that time in the morning. Everyone's slowly creeping in.
Slowly rolling, falling out of bed, and making their way here to the amazing Adelaide Showgrounds venue for yet again another instalment of this amazing tournament that we call TGSS. What will today bring, and who will be left standing come 8 o'clock tomorrow night? We should have our team 1, 2 and 3 champions. Certainly interesting thus far in the tournament. So hopefully not too far off from a resumption. 3:39 Rogue Scholars, 35 Krakens. We're just on 3.5 minutes remaining in this game.
All right, so out of that, there was another penalty called. There was another Kraken sent to the box. So at the moment, we have 2 blockers sitting, 1 standing, Miss Firebug ready to get rocking and rolling.
Yep.
We have Ostentatious wearing the star sitting in the box for the Krakens, and Spanky is in there as well. So Miss Disgrace is trying to hold it all on her own. Now joined by Miss Firebug. These nuts sent to the penalty box. And they did not send a pivot panty out there for Varsity. Oh, nice work there from White Russian.
Poise, balance, control, core strength, all of the above. Well done. 10 out of 10 for White Russian.
Ostentatious now is on track and putting that star back on.
Yeah, slowly the cavalry arrived for South Island Sirens, but unfortunately it's all a bit too late.
But Ostentatious did squeeze those 2 points just before White Russian called it off. Ostentatious very happy with that, as she should be. Excellent jamming.
Nice little points haul there for White Russian. First up, 10 points. And she's running at 100%. First jam, lead jam, and she's got some points. Good on her. Well done. And it looks like we have a blocker advantage going the way of the South Island Sirens.
Oh, not going to stop Eduhater, though, just stepping through.
Yep. Be fair to say, not much stopping Eduhater. Such a strong athlete. And just got power to boot, and she just seeds her way through the inside line of turn 1.
Miss Disgrace is now flying around Eduhater, calling it off just before she gets a chance. We do have 2 blockers in the penalty box at the moment. One of those is D's Nuts, and the other one is Glasgow Kiss.
Yeah, unfortunately for D's Nuts in that previous jam, picking up a failure to reform, which is why she's having a bit of a sit-down think about what she did, or what she didn't do.
I believe it was that she was returning to track.
Was it returning to track?
No. She was called for a failure to reform, but she had just got back on the track, so she sort of went, well,
I'll just go this way.
I'll go back to where I just came from. All right, no worries. Yeah. I think she's just sneaky trying to get a sit down, maybe. Yeah. Not true. No one ever tries to get penalties. No. And Irish upon a star is through with the lead. Miss Disgrace giving a round of applause there to her blockers for doing a great job to assist her through.
Yeah, I was going to say, very happy with her own work there as Miss Disgrace. But out front, lead jammer once again. It is Irish upon a star, picking up 4 points also in the process. Calls this one off.
Looking at her benchy there, because he did tell her to call it, and then she looked up and went, but Dee's nuts. She's
still in the penalty
standing.
box.
She's almost out. No,
Can we clear the penalty box? No. Okay, your call.
Your call.
Nice little crowd that's decided to rock up now and join us. It's actually really grown in the last 5-10 minutes.
The Adelaides are playing on track here next, so the locals will be streaming in to watch the Adelaides.
I got that.
Oh, Eduhater being thrown to the inside of the track by Glasgow Kiss. Excellent work there from Glasgow. And ostentatious is Glasgow getting thrown now by Eduhater.
What goes around comes around, and in the form of Eduhater, you don't want that coming around at 1,000,000 miles an hour because it will not be pretty. As we see Eduhater picking up lead jammer, bang, crash. All the skaters falling down on the main straightaway there. Pack now slowly moving through onto turn number 2.
Ostentatious there, fantastic little awareness, just seeing that opening being created by Eduhater, who then got held up for a split second. So Austin went, oh, well, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
And we are, Psycho, on the unofficial score. So we will be but moments away from making sure everything's all sorted out.
We might do one more run through of the teams. Everybody that's playing this morning, they've done a fantastic job. So South Island Sirens, we have the Krakens, 101 Psycho Sapphire, number 11 Misfire Bug, 167 Pinky Bits, 2010 Bad Manager, number 3 Bashful Bell, 30 Miss Disgrace, 39 Ostentatious, 84 Glasgow Kiss, number 9 Rambo Bright, number 99 Lemmy Adam, and our benchies were Dirty 5 and Sin.
And on the Varsity Derby League side of the equation, we have number 1066, that's White Russian. Number 18, Spanky. Number 182, Eduhater. Number 23, Red Hot Chili Pepper. Number 251, Sax Bomb. Number 375, Ginger Ale. Number 38, D's Nuts. Number 420, Hot Blocks. Number 9, Irish Upon a Star. And the benches there, Copter and Doc.
Thank you very much, everybody at home, for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. We do have the fully official final score now. The South Island Sirens Krakens on 37 points, and the Varsity Derby League Rogue Scholars 362 points.
Been a pleasure calling this one with you.
Has very much indeed, JR. Thank you very much. I'm Psycho Dyko.
And I'm JR, wishing you all a very good morning.